this again. I had just tried having a live stream and literally lost it. Literally, it shut down in all of like a minute. It didn't even last a minute. I'm looking here to see if we're back online. I think we're back online now. It looks like pretty poor quality, but we're going to hope, we're going to keep our fingers crossed that this will actually work well enough that we can get a little bit of this build done here. Now, I was saying just a minute ago, before we lost that feed, that this is what I consider a festival marketplace, sort of stalls and tables and local people selling local stuff, right? It's my answer to a sort of mall or retail space for downtown Sequoia, where the Sims can kind of shop and hang out. We got quite a bit done on it the other day. Just going to clear my throat there and take a quick drink of water. We got quite a bit done on it the other day, and we're going to do a little bit more here today. I'm going to take that table out first. I did not grab a set of Sims to play test on this at all while I'm working right now. I may have to go back and grab my family, Reg and Max and Patrick, and bring them in here in a little bit to kind of test how this shakes out. We don't need them right off the bat, though. We can definitely start here by continuing to bring in our sort of landscape. Let's see. Going to kind of map out our little curve here. Map out our little curve like so. We're going to have to kind of angle this up a little bit. Let's see here. And we'll fill in here at the back so that it looks a little bit curved here at the back as well. I haven't exactly decided if I'm going to put flowers along this stretch. Over here by the round table next to this little group of grass that I'm working on right now, I'm not going to do flowers in that sort of circular, this part here, you know, the circular roundabout looking thing. I think we're going to do bushes instead. I'm going to do kind of a bush setup here. Let me grab, you know, this type of bush. Going to make it considerably smaller and more manicured looking. And then kind of just place these at an interval, just an eyeball interval. I don't even have the graph, you know, I mean, the grid turned on at the moment, the sort of grid lines. But I think we can eyeball it and get pretty much close enough to what we want. And later, if it seems off in any way, we can, you know, I can always go back and rearrange it, kind of slide them around, set them in a new area if it seems like that's necessary. Okay. Now, I still have not decided. This is why I kind of need some Sims here to test it. I still haven't decided if this works or not. Having this table here with the column in the middle of it, I mean, I think it kind of barely works. But last time, the little table that was set in here, which I just set off to the side to get out of the way, all of the Sims kept using it instead of these tables, right? So I don't know. I don't know if we're going to get our Sims to use these tables regularly, which is kind of concerning because that's, what I want them to do, of course, is use those tables. Here to this cart, but I guess I could slide the cart back a little bit. Kind of back like that and see if it doesn't still work. And then that's going to give us more room there between the cart and the row of flowers, right? Back here in the back, we just need to pick some sort of, we've got Lily of the Valley, we could use that. Some sort of ground cover to put under this tree. Let's put that there. I actually went through a lot of trouble to kind of bleed that dirt out into the stones there, and I think it's not even necessary now because I'm putting this sort of ground cover over it. I think this ground cover is going to really cover up most of that. And in fact, my first thought was there wouldn't be any grass under this tree unless it was like fescue or something. And here I am putting grass under this tree. And I might change my mind. I might take the grass back out. I mean, at the end of the day, right this moment, I think that it's good. But I might change my mind, kind of pull it out later. How about putting another topiary over here, or maybe right here? Yeah, I think maybe right there. I think we'll do a large sunrose bush here. Maybe kind of a smaller one here. Going to stretch the lavender around back of this bench here, kind of follow the curve. Come in here just a little bit. Okay, so we've got a little bit of the lavender on this side. I do think these little sunrose bushes are really cute. I like the bright yellow color. And they kind of tie in with this yellow out here. I was kind of mindful. You can see here with the lavender and the lavender, I'm kind of mindful of what's already been planted by Maxis in the world around this lot, maybe tying it in a little bit, you know, make it feel like it's part of the larger area around it. Now let's take a look around at this stuff. Can add in a little bit of quick ground cover this way. These purple flowers, just lovely, just lovely. We're also going to put in some sort of like sculpture or art right here. I don't know what. I haven't picked out anything. I did pick out one piece of art for another area on this lot. Let's see what we might have here that would look good in this area. I'm going to look under these sort of decorations first. I don't know if I'm going to find anything, but we do have this. This is always a good standby, right? Like I love this piece. Super cool. It's modern. It's non-offensive. So we could kind of put this in here, right? Does it come in different colors? I think it does. Yeah, it does. Let's take a look here. The blue is pretty. That's pretty. That's really pretty. Like that. The white's pretty. Let's go with the white. Like so. We're going to kind of put that in there, kind of fill that hole up a little bit. It's coming along pretty well. Let's see here. I'm going to put some of the sunrose bushes over in this area as well. It'll kind of tie the different areas of this lot together. Plus, you know, when we get too close to that tree, it's going to disappear. So having some bushes over here, some substantial bushes will kind of help with that, I think. So it won't look so bare when the tree's not visible. Do. Like so. And then we'll fill in with a little bit of these purple flowers over here on top of this area as well. I feel like we're getting quite a lot of landscaping in. It's looking pretty good, pretty lush. We've got some nice pathways, great shade from the trees. It's really, there's not much else to put into this lot. We've got a couple of food stalls, which are easy to swap out if you want something different. We've got a grocery stall, a gardening stall, and a flower stall. So again, something to kind of service the neighborhood. And then people have come to their apartment. I hope it just takes us to this lot, and then we can kind of check out and see where we stand. Okay, let's see here. Sand my Shuno. There's my family. Let's play them. Reg and Max, little baby Max, little infant Max, and Patrick. Hopefully, all the people I already hired will still be there. I hired a whole bunch of people at $100 a pop, of course, to run those stalls. I really, really, really wished that Maxis would just make stalls auto fill with employees when you place them. That would be really nice, but I don't know if that's ever going to happen. I'm going to test out this one in particular and make sure it works. Let's see here. Because it's so close, right here. This one's kind of close, though, too. What's up, Patrick, over here? So, yeah, the flower ones work. God damn. I didn't know orchids were $1,000. Orchids are $1,000. I should be raising orchids. I should have Reg start raising orchids at home right now. Orchids are $1,000. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. That's really expensive. Okay, well it works. It works if you want to spend $1,000 on an orchid for your house here in the obviously gentrified portion of San Sequoia. The garden shop items also seem to be working here. Looks like we have everything that's typically, for sale. Oh, that's cute. Buy a little happy gnome garden pal, right? Some books, stuff like that. So it does seem to be working just fine. The last time I checked, this grocery stall did work, even though, again, it's pretty close to those plants there. Looks like, the person running it is on break. Guess she's out. It's like, I'm gone. I'm done for the day. I would like to check it out one more time and make sure it works, just in case, but it doesn't seem like that is going to happen. We'll see if it pops back up here with an option to hire somebody. I don't know if we need that many tables either. I put that many in when this was going to be one of the eco community style lots. Oh, there we go. People are sitting at those tables though. So once I took the other table out, they are sitting there. So they do work. That's very promising. Very glad to see that. That's really nice. Look how the shadows are with the wind through the trees because it's really windy right now. That's cool. I love that. Looks really good. So let's see here. I guess we're pretty much, this is almost, I guess it's just done. Like I said, I could put some shadowing under this stuff with terrain paint. I just don't know that it's really necessary. I need to test that grocery cart too. Let's go in and let's play around with terrain paint a little bit, maybe in this area, maybe over here. And we'll just see how it looks, and I'll decide from there, do I like it or do I not like it? Should we use the muddy kind, maybe? So we've got kind of, if we use terrain paint under here, it's going to just kind of give it this sort of look, right? Kind of shadowing effect. Oh shit. Oh, that's not it. Not that much. Not that much. Let's try it. Let's make this a little bit smaller. Maybe I can control it easier. Here we go. That'd be a little bit easier. Kind of come around here like this. Like, so, see, I mean, it's okay to do that. I don't know. I don't know if I love it. And even more so, I just don't know if it's necessary. I just don't think that it is necessary. Does it add that much? Well, shoot, I don't know. I mean, does it add that much compared to not having it right here? It does a little bit. It does a little bit. So maybe just a little bit more shadowing through here. Because, yeah, I do think it's giving us, a little bit of additional dimension to it. And especially because this is not, this is a gravel path, right? It's not a concrete sidewalk. If it was a concrete sidewalk, I might go without this and say, well, it's edged and your grass, when you're at home, your grass grows right up to the sidewalk. There's usually not dirt that you can see kind of in the way. The grass grows right up to the sidewalk and then you edge it with like a, mechanical edger. It's part of landscaping and it's good to go. So if it was a sidewalk like that and a more formal sort of display, I think I would not do this, especially because it's kind of tedious to do it, right? I think I wouldn't do it, but as it stands, I think maybe, I think in the end we're going to be happier with it. Let me take that out though. That's way too much. I'm going to tone that down a little bit. We'll bring it like that. So, in general, yeah, I like it. I think it's going to add us, it's going to add enough dimensional component there to kind of justify this sort of tedious, going through and adding it to all these different landscaped areas. I'm going to switch this around where I have like a full afternoon sun on this, like that. So let's go down here. Let's do this one. I don't want to get too crazy with it. I do feel like it shouldn't stick out very far from the plant material, right? Just a little bit, which is part of what makes it sort of tedious and a delicate kind of process here. I'm going to try making it a little bit kind of faster. But I do want a very realistic appearance to it. One thing I think I could do real quick is just add a little more grass here. Kind of round it out a little bit more. I feel like I'm planting a real garden. No, not really. This is quicker than planting a real garden. I will say that. In The Sims, it is much faster to landscape in The Sims than it is in real life. Let's see here. And one thing I can do if I get in here and feel like that's just too much, I can come back with the pebbles that I did the sort of, pathway with and kind of clean it up, right? Like that's a little bit heavy there. So first of all, let's kind of arrange these a little bit better so that it's more of a curve. And then we'll go and grab our pebbles and maybe shoot. And kind of gently carve away at that a little bit. Kind of like that. So then we get a nice little kind of curve of darker material there. Let's pull that out like that. I'm going to go ahead and move this table for a moment so we can work back here. This is very slow work. Hopefully it's not too boring. You can always fast forward through this part, of course, if you're watching the archive version of this. Because there's not much to see here except me adding dirt. Adding dirt to these kind of landscaped berms here. Let's come around this way. When I get done with this, I'm going to have some lunch, and in true Sims fashion, I think I'm going to make a grilled cheese. I mean, I know that's why grilled cheese is in the game so much. I like grilled cheese. It's quick and easy, right? And it's always tasty. If you like cheese, it's always tasty. Kind of hard to mess it up too, unless you just go in and burn it. If you go in and burn grilled cheese, you can screw it up pretty easy, pretty quick. But if you just watch it, it only takes like 2 minutes to cook the thing, and then you're kind of good to go. Okay, so we've got some highlighting there. That's a little bit thick there. Let's go in real quick and just edge away with that. Just chip away a little bit of that with some pebbles there. Got a little thick with it. It's not too bad that way though. This does seem a little thick around here though as well. Let's scale it back just a little. And it can be a little bleed over. I mean, obviously when you're watering in real life these type of landscape beds, and there's no edging around these. They just grow into the surrounding kind of pebbles, right? So when you're watering those, of course some of the dirt's going to wash out, right? Wash out into the pebbles. So there should be a little bit of bleed over. It's fine. That looks pretty good. Not too bad there. We'll do this other side now of pounding away at it here. I know I'm having some lag issues. I don't know how much of this is actually even going through. I'm looking at it now. I keep seeing a kind of cycle where it's having lag in my neighborhood, I guess. If I see too much of it, I've said this before, I might try switching over to a different internet provider. I have I have three options I can use here at home. Now, typically I use Cox Communications, but I can switch over to AT&T either through my in-house Wi-Fi or through my phone setup, through my phone hotspot. I don't know that either one of those is going to be strong enough, though. The AT&T setup is really downstairs, not upstairs. And my phone hotspot is great, but it's still a phone connection, you know? So I'm not sure that either one of those is really be strong enough to carry it. Do. It's kind of thick there. Again, let's go in and trim it back a little bit. I kind of feel like it could be a little bit thicker there, though, because the grass is so much thicker. But I don't know if I want it to be that much thicker. Something more like that, I think, is what I'm kind of looking for. I think that'll be okay. I might work on that area right there just a little bit, because I think that's going to make me a little bit crazy. It's so thick and muddy looking. Yeah, that helps a little bit, I think. And let's see here. Do. Do. Okay, so that gives us a pretty good idea of, let me fix this a little bit here. Pretty good idea of what, anything that would look good right there. I don't know. I would love to put in a fountain, but so far, kind of just glancing at them, as I'm working on different things, I'm not seeing a lot of fountains that I like. I do keep seeing my screen, though, for where I'm watching to make sure I'm actually still streaming, kind of resetting, which is not great. Hopefully, it was basically watchable during this particular live stream. We could do something like this, maybe. I don't really want it to be in the grass, of course. What if we just did the ball in the grass as a fountain, right? That's just kind of sprinkling water out into this landscape bed. That might be kind of cool. I think I'm going to leave it at least in the short term. Let's see here. We could even put a jet underneath it. If I get it lined up right. And let's see what that looks like real quick. So not bad. A little odd that it's just sitting there, but like I said, I think it's kind of cool that it's just a ball of concrete in that grass with, kind of water coming out of it. I do think that's kind of a cool look. Very modern. It kind of suits this development. Let's see if I can open the grocery store again. Yeah, no, I can't. Okay. I wonder if it has some sort of built-in time where it just shuts down like at 5 o'clock or something. I can't remember from playing with it before if that's the case or not. But I would say that this is really pretty much done. Got a great little setup here. Like I said, I got to go in and terrain paint, this sort of like shading underneath, definitely got to work on that. Although I'm going to say real quick, look, if you look right here, this isn't terrain painted, right? So, I mean, the Max's stuff here isn't terrain painted. So should I terrain paint? I don't know. Is it going to stick out compared to what's around it? Oh, Lord. I don't want to go back and try to change it all. For now, yeah, let's leave it, I guess. But it makes it look a lot more like it's maybe newly planted, maybe. But yeah, Maxis doesn't terrain paint their landscaping around here. So, I don't know. It is what it is. I've already started it. I'm going to see it through. I am going to go ahead and do it and just finish it off that way. Let's, I guess that's it. Where's my baby? Over here all by himself. Is he sad? He is sad. Oh, that poor guy. Rest time. He wants to go to sleep. I wonder if I can just have him kind of scoot here, get carried here. Let's have Reg pick him up, cuddle him, and give him a nap, right? Let's have him do those things. And that'll be that. That's it for this particular lot. I'm going to go through and finish the terrain painting and then probably upload this weekend. Coming up this weekend, I'll probably put it up on Saturday or Sunday. I might switch out the carts. Like I might switch out this particular cart where you buy flowers, since we already have gardening next to it, with something else. Maybe the Silver Dorada cart, where we could buy some kind of unique stuff that's different from the other two carts, So maybe something like that. And in the meantime, let's see what he's doing here. Let's take a look at this sweet little baby. Oh, he's so precious. There he goes. Let's see. We're cradle, infant, hold. It's time to take a nap. Close your eyes. Go ahead. Yeah, nap time. Here in the shade. Let's bring Patrick over. Have him sit down too. My sweet family, my good family. Here they come. Let me page that up there. I'm going to grab a quick picture of them. Aren't they cute? Actually, let's do it more like that. There we go. Like Reg knew I wanted a picture, so he's like, let me hold the baby correctly. There you go. Let's see here. We'll grab a picture of them. Grab a quick shot. Of our kind of festival marketplace here. And that's it. That's it for this stream on this particular build. We're going to have another stream later where we will tour a fantasy save file. the Little Red Riding Sim Fantasy Save File in Brindleton Bay or Bewitchment Bay. We've already done part of that. We're going to do another part today. It's been a lot of fun so far, those tours. Great build ideas, great looking builds, and just a lot of fun. Some really cool sims we've come across, and we've had a lot of fun with it. Please hit like, subscribe, and notify so that you don't miss that or any other opportunities here on the channel. And as always, thank you for watching.